So we're gonna go over two trades we took today. One for 196% and another one for 33%, both in one day. So we're gonna break down exactly why we took these trades and how we was able to get in and get out. So we're gonna start off with this Discord community where I was calling these trades out, and we have the cam trades tab, and if you join, the link is in the bio for free access, and you'll get the watch list, so you'll see the stocks that I call out, and we'll get into this later. But let's get back to the big trade today, which was the 196% on SPY. So SPY was the main call out, and it came all the way at 1:43 in the afternoon. So pretty much you had to wait from 9:30 all the way up until then to get this trade. But this is what it means to be patient, right? So this cost 50 cents, right? That's all we needed in the options world, and that would cost you $50 for one contract. So if you want to buy two contracts, it will cost you $100. If you want 10 contracts, it will cost you $500. And wait, let me make sure I got that math right. All right, cool. All right, so if you enter the trade, then obviously you gotta exit at some point for a win or for a loss, and in this case we ended up exiting for a win all the way at 2:29 in the afternoon. So this was the progression of the trade as we are in it, and you can see pictures that I'm sharing, and we're gonna start off with this one. Well, first of all, we gotta shine some light on these pictures, because not too many discords I know actually screenshots and shows you guys the details of the trades along with the alerts. And on top of that, I'm giving you guys updates with the pictures itself. So, just giving myself a little bit of pat on my back, So starting off, we have the lows and highs that I'm trying to show the community. And if you guys know the basics of trading, highs and lows are very foundational to understanding the direction of the trend. And if you got higher highs, then pretty much that's showing you half of the sign that you're in an uptrend. If you see higher lows, then that's giving you the other half. So higher highs and higher lows gives you a confirmation that we're in an uptrend, and then you want to look for other confirmations to help you confirm that confirmation. So pretty much, the better your confirmation, which you could find that out by first choosing one and then back testing it to prove that it works pretty much, and then you get to see how well does it work, and then in what situations it works, and on and on and on. And you pretty much got to be become a scientist at that point with this. And at the end result is that you have more confidence in your trades when it's presented to you, right? You're not hesitating as much to get into the trade. So understanding the foundation of the market, which I do teach in my free handbook, which you got access to using the link below. It's in my Discord community, and we teach the simple trend, which is highs, lows. If the highs are getting higher, it's giving you a sign. Look at this high. This high is higher than that one. If the lows are getting higher, that's agreeing with the uptrend. So you got the previous low right here, and this is where we are. This is a potential higher low, because we don't really know if this will hold up. This could just drop down, and we lose some money, and that's the risk. But we have a stop loss on this trade, and the other half of risk is in case you do lose everything, right? Options limits you to only losing how much money you put up for that one particular trade. So That's why I teach to make sure you don't put up more than you're willing to lose on any one trade, right? So that's just one rule of thumb. So using the trend, higher highs and higher lows. This is the 15-minute chart. I'm looking at the 5-minute chart, sometimes 1 minute, to give me a nice precise entry. And this was an expiration that expires today. You can see 428. The strike is 548, which is about $2, about less than $2 away. And if this trade works out, then I'm expecting it to get real close to that strike. And if it doesn't, and it does go up, I'm still making money, because the price doesn't have to hit the strike for you to make money. If it goes to the strike and it goes past it, you'll make even more money, which is even better. But just showing you guys, it doesn't have to hit your strike for you to make money. And this is a little bit of a zoom in on the 5-minute. You can see how the price is reacting to this area, and we could show you guys exactly why I decided to enter this trade in that area. So we're gonna shift over to the big screen, and then we're just gonna pull up my 1 hour chart. Now notice, price came up, price came down, price came down. I'm confusing you guys. Let's go just do that one more time. Price came down, price came up, price came down, price went up, right? So all I'm doing is showing you guys the waves in the price. Notice if we reverse and we look at the previous waves, this one, and we just see where the beginning of these waves are. And this particular wave, the beginning happens to be here, which is also, the low, right? We could draw a demand zone at any particular wave, whether it's up or down. Well, on the waves up, you could draw demand. On the waves down, you could draw supply. And long story short, I found a demand zone, which happens to be this box, right? And that's where the price came down to this morning and slightly in the afternoon. And that's why I was confident in entering in this area. All right, so you can see it's not perfect because the price did pierce the top, but it's a zone. So as long as the price is within the zone, that gives us validity for the price to reverse back to the upside. So we're gonna go back to this 15-minute, and you can see how the price respected this zone and it had a ridiculous move up. And that's pretty much how we made 196% today on a SPY call option. But we didn't make it on this, we made it on this, right? If we held, this trade would have been 500% maybe or more. So yeah, 1,000% isn't crazy either. So when you're dealing with the same day expiration and you get it towards the bottom, like really good entries, and it moves, especially when the volume increases, that's gonna further your premium even more, right? So let's go back to the Discord now that you guys know why I took the trade. And you can see this trade took us about from 143 to 229, less than an hour, about 45 minutes to make almost 200% on our money. And you could have participated for only $50. That's all, folks. All right, so next up, we got the second trade, which is AVGO. Came at 2:41 in the afternoon. So anyone who is one of those type of traders where you just want to trade in the morning and that's it, cool. If that's your style, is what it is. But there is some pretty amazing opportunities that come all throughout the day. Honestly, you just don't know when it's gonna pop. And you can have moves in the morning and in the afternoon. You could have moves in the middle of the day. But it's just that the morning and afternoon happen to be very popular. All right, so AVGO, let's do a brief analysis. This has some momentum pushing up on this 15-minute chart, and man, this is a kind of risky type of entry over here, right? So I had to have a lot of confidence in this. Maybe I took the screenshot a little bit late, probably caught it there, but this trade took us about from 241 to 311, about 30 minutes. So you can see the result. It kept pushing, and AVGO actually did push a little bit more towards 193. So we did have a lot of momentum behind AVGO today. And if we pull it up on the big screen, we could check it out and just see what exactly was I seeing from the bigger view. Now, similar situation, we have a demand zone, right? I could zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better. This wave up, right, created left a trail, right? Demand zone. So when the price was coming down, it stopped here and eventually pushed up. So me understanding that this is an uptrend, right? Same way how we had the lows are getting higher. This is a potential low. We didn't know that it was going to be a low at a particular time, and this high is getting higher, right? Higher, like Wiz Khalifa, right? Higher. So this is when we're expecting to see a high higher than this one. That would be what we're looking for the next move according to this trend. The trend is telling us higher highs, higher lows, which is bullish. You got the price above the 9 EMA. It's respecting this demand zone, and the volume is a little weak. I'm not gonna lie, that's the only thing. But we are in between this range, and low volume actually tells us that we're ranging. Now you can see the slight increase in the volume in the afternoon, which is interesting because usually you see the first bar higher than the second bar. Or maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like all the bars, the second one is higher. But let's take a look. Alright, so I think I explained both of these trades. You got Brian killing it as well. He took care of some SPY, some Tesla, and Brian does his thing. And the watch list, we called out app was a one to keep on watching. Netflix had some movement today as well. Alright, so if you guys want access to this watch list for free, just hit the link in the bio. If you want to join the Discord, hit the link in the bio. And yeah, we got some cool stuff coming for you guys to learn. I offer one-on-ones if you guys are interested. And yeah, follow me on Instagram at Trading with Cam, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're watching this video for the first time. Alright, y'all. Peace.